Hello guys, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to cover all the maps available in Halo Infinite. These are the maps: Behemoth, Fragmentation, Recharge, Live Fire, Bazaar. This is one of the most exciting upcoming games for competitive players this year. The new iteration of Falo is doing things in a bit of a different way. The game is going to have a free-to-play multiplayer, using a battle pass similar to games like Warzone or Fortnite. This means the title has a huge number of players available to play. While there's plenty of changes, the game is still going to be recognizably Halo to everyone who looks in. The maps are a major part of how the game plays. If you're looking for an advantage over all of these players, then great map knowledge is a must. Whether you're playing a battle royale or an arena shooter, map knowledge is vital. You need to know how the flow of each map works, and what equipment is going to work best for each. The flow and geometry of each map are going to make a big difference to the outcome. This map guide covers all of the maps available in the game at launch, and what you can expect from each of them. Map guide. Each map is pretty different, giving players a different experience. These maps are bigger than previous Halos, but it isn't huge like you're going to find with Battlefield maps or Battle Royale map. Instead, Halo maps are contained. Much like with Call of Duty Vanguard, the maps in Halo are more contained with very specific geometry laid out to control the flow of players. While they're smaller, each area has a lot more detail, and the movement around the maps is pretty well defined. These are the maps, and what you can expect from each of them. Behemoth. This is the first map to be revealed, and it is one that players will have to spend some time getting to know. The map features sci-fi vehicles which should give players a bit of a different experience traversing the open space. The rest of the map is a mixture of internal areas and a larger desert. There are ruins spread around too. Behemoth is a fun mix of open space and various dynamic elements. To play well in Behemoth, you need to make sure you're paying enough attention to cover in the more open spaces. These can be easy killing grounds for players that leave themselves undefended. Fragmentation. This is another one of the Halo Infinite maps which offers a bit of a different biosphere. This one is more nature-themed. There are rocks, trees, and generally a more diverse kind of background. This is a type of map with a lot of visual flares, so make sure you're using the best Halo Infinite PC settings here. Below this picturesque map though, there's a complex in the undergrowth which offers significantly more for players. This is a map with multiple types of areas available. Recharge. It is the one that got the most screen time in pre-release promotional materials. This map is set in an interior space, a power plant. The background and environment are dynamic with a lot of moving parts. This complicates things for players. There is a natural flow to this map and choke point, but it is going to depend on the current state of affairs in the plant. Live Fire. It is a fun concept for a map that actually explores more of the lore behind the Halo series. This map is set inside of a military academy where Spartans are trained. While the backstory is more interesting, the level design here is tight and solid. This map looks set to be a competitive favorite, offering nice angles and a good flow. Bazaar. It feels like a strange inclusion for a sci-fi game. Its theming is essentially a market town with some very human geography. You could almost place it directly into a Call of Duty game without much change. However, in terms of gameplay, this one is fun. There are multiple levels, a maze-like layout, and generally many different ways to take an approach. High ground is important here, as well as clearing out the interior spaces. Those are all of the maps that are in the game right now. However, over time more will be added. In each of these maps, there are a few things you need to pay attention to. While some are quite a bit more open, there are still clear lanes and passages that cut between the lanes. Controlling the flow of pairs and the lanes to each objective is key to getting the victory. You need to study how players tend to interact with the spaces and make the most of the geometry within to get an advantage. Thanks for watching this video. Visit our channel for more videos. Please subscribe and press the bell icon.